You, shocking news for the unemployed. The Hasan situation is still massive.
Shut up.
You know,
bitch.
I've had this weird thing.
What I'll call is company.
Why do you think
Dude,
that you
I'm
guys
the type
got
of guy
into that when it was like sort of following
in the summer
Charlie
get
Kirk
freckles,
shooting?
right? I get
didn't
a
seem to be
little
any
bit,
connection.
not like
no
ginger,
I think
like a little bit. I get them a little bit, and they're the color of them. They're small and a bit orange, brownish, right? Slight discoloration. Now, the summer's ending, and I have these freckles, right? They kind of look like freckles, but they're a little bit different.
And you can't.
They're like a bit bigger.
So this is the new way, guys.
And they have a different color. Like, they're not as orange. They're more grayish. You know?
The problem is that,
dude,
when you
is it bad? Because I don't want to go to the fucking doctor. I hate the doctor. I never want to go to the doctor. Never, ever, ever. I've never been to the doctor, and that's one time for my grandma, and I will never go. Okay. Please tell me if there's anything, if this is concerning, tell me. Anyway, because I have this, I have this thing on my chest, or below my chest, near where my heart is, right? There's this spot. Whenever I get tanned, let's say I'm on the beach in the summer for like an hour or two, then I get tanned a little bit, right? And I see this spot that is just like albino, right? Like pure white. And it looks a little bit, it's round, but it's got these specks on the side, like flames, like it looks like the sun, right? And I remember distinctly when I was little, maybe 3 or 4 years old, I got sunburned so badly. The spot showed up. I don't know if I already had the spot before or if it's because of the sunburn. But dude, I sometimes bring this up with my parents, right? And every time I bring this up, for some reason, they just keep denying it for no fucking reason. Like, why do you keep denying it? I know it's there. Like, if I go to the fucking stand bench right now, I can show you there's a spot. Like, I literally showed it to them 5 times, and they keep denying it. Like, I'm just seeing things, dude. I'm not seeing things, man. It's clearly there. It's there. Like, it's undeniable. Like, I can see it. Like, it's night and day, dude. Why do you keep denying this? There's only a few things I remember from when I was really, really little. This is one of them, right? I remember this thing. It got burned, and it made the spot show up. I don't know if it's because it got burned, or maybe it's just because it made it clear for me to see that time for the first time.
They will say,
like, the other things that I remember is when I was growing up, I had this long house with a long living room. I had a piano in it and a couch, and the kitchen was also long, and I had the stairway leading into it with 2 steps. I remember distinctly 2 steps on the stairway. Okay,
but I understand that. So when somebody big, some crazy shit, you say, no, we don't do this shit here. Boom.
They'll realize, oh, Twitch doesn't really fit with these other ones.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're talking about a group of lawmakers that probably don't know how to turn their computers on, so I don't know how familiar they are with Twitch. I mean, it seems like
Yo, where's the interview at? I want to see when they talk about this. Did they talk about that? Because then you would have to acknowledge that Hasan said that. Which you did get banned for. That's W. But chat. What do you do when you ban somebody for something and then they double down?
68.
I couldn't read it all. Yes, that's a classic. That's for back when he wasn't as evil.
Evil. Hasan, I just helped donate $12 million. I helped break a record. What have you done? Like, what are you? How are you not evil? You preach brainwashed content bullshit. I do too. But at least sometimes I can vouch and I give back to my community. And I can vouch that sometimes I do charitable acts. What the fuck do you do, bro? You're evil. You said America deserved 9/11. You're a fucking terrorist. You preach all this equality shit. Again, $5 million crib. You buy whatever the fuck you want. You probably have a crypto wallet, bro. You have a wallet. Why do you lie? Also had somebody on your stream recently who's a terrorist. You are a terrorist, bro. When you end the stream, you hate America. Leave the country. Nobody likes you anyway. Just leave. Go back to wherever the fuck you're from since you hate America so bad and go over there. And I promise you guys, you'll be like, oh, I fucking hate it here. I want to go back to America. Fucking retard. Schmuck.
I think he was also saying you were begging for a contract when they started, which is the most brain dead revision of events I've ever heard.
Hasan, on my mom and dad's life you were. And don't do that. Because I can't throw certain people under the bus and everyone believes me. I have no reason to lie. I expose and I talk the real about everything. I don't give a fuck. I got no reason to lie. All my life, you were entertaining this contract about coming to kick in the beginning. Don't lie. Don't do that. And guess what? You would have taken the crypto money from stake. So you don't even make any fucking sense. You suck. You suck. How does this retard have a fucking audience? Like, I'm not even joking. Yo, bro, he's banned in Turkey. It makes sense. Let's ban him from America. Yo, I go lie. Yo, he is literally a terrorist. Yo, bro, please can we ban him from America? Yo, bro, I will get a poll sign. I guarantee everyone will sign it. He sucks. He sucks. Let's deport Hasan. Hashtag deport Hasan. Oh my God, bro, please.
Chat, I have, oh my God. I have some coffee in it went up my nose a little bit.
Oh, you.
Yeah, that's
Jesus,
that's
a lot
disgusting.
of their rise has come because
That's fucking terrible.
You want to see a Houthi musical?
Sure.
High, you know?
These were the people that the Saudis were killing, by the way. Just so you know, these musically gifted individuals.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I need the money, guys.
I'm gonna grab my food.
I'm so confused. What is
Jesus. There were no signs. All I care about is that one thing. Chat, is this a glazer, by the way?
is the thing that makes discovery hard. So we absolutely are investing in helping people create clips, but we're very clear we don't want to, be a short form content. We are a live.
Like when you look at top talent, Hasan Piker, who has brought, a lot of people in Congress are certainly familiar with figures like Hasan Piker, who was brought up at the mayoral debate for some God knows reason why. And I'm curious, like when you look at top talent and also efforts to deplatform top talent, especially from not just from the government, but these really intense like pressure campaigns that come from sort of like other big voices online, even the media, to deplatform, censor people. How do you guys navigate that as a platform, and what do you do to ensure that big creators can continue to remain on Twitch? Because we've seen other platforms cave to public pressure.
What? Yo, how do you go from the graph that says Hasan Piker denounced fucking 9/11 comment, whatever, to this Glazer comment? This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, how do you go from something so insane to something so like tame? I don't even know how does that even happen?
To deplatform their own creators.
Right. I think a big part of it is having a clear North Star. Mm-hmm. Like, you need to understand what your policy is and what you think is right, and then you need to be willing to just consistently apply it. The reality is, in today's social media world, no matter what you do, there will be those people who want to attack you in some...
Brother man. The man said out loud to go kill some people, and some other creators, bro, were saying to fucking... They were calling hits on other people. That's crazy. That's wild. That is absolutely off the rails, brother man.
So you can't make decisions to avoid any type of, backlash from some vocal group. No matter.
Let me show proof you want. Let me show proof. Bro, are you dumb? I'm not.
No matter what decision you make, you're going to have that. So given that, you can't do it by trying to avoid or ban or whatever, right? You just have to say, okay, what do we think is right for our platform?
Okay, look it. Has no proof, Lola. Okay. All right. Buttery bread. All right. Somebody link the clip. I think there's 3 of them that I can think of, even in I think last year.
Okay, John, I'm sorry.
Somebody link it. Yes, who's got the link?
I have to be quiet. But what I wanted to say.
Shocked. Don't worry. Somebody has a link. I'm gonna wait. Somebody's got the link.
The other thing that I remembered was when I was 2 or 3 years old.
Guys,
my parents were.
Guys, somebody's gotta have it. There's no shot. I'm gonna wait. I don't care.
Before school, right? And that's
my teacher has that link.
First ever friend outside of the family.
Yeah, you been mods.
I remember it was this little blonde girl, right in the
That is crazy.
Classroom.
Guys, he's waiting like it, and I'm looking dumb now. It's crazy.
And, dude, she had a little dog, right? So
guys,
I made French.
It was a dumbass and the dumbass girl on thing.
To me that Hasan would blame me for greenlighting bad rhetoric. I wonder if I could. You know what? Because weren't there 3 different?
This is how bad
goes out and just says the N-word, which is not a surprise. Because he said the N-word on stream with his own face. Can somebody just like, it would just be so easy to just, it would save, like, solve all of our problems. Like, we would have socialism now at this point, right? We would have socialism at this point if someone just went out of their way and it would be so easy.
No, there's 2 more.
This is what happens when you don't kill every single slave owner after slavery. They have children, and their children have children's, and their children have children's, and then their children have accidents that should have ended up on a sock, and it becomes destiny. That's what you get.
Oh, that was a video?
Like, honestly, if I ever went to, like, Congress and they ever wanted me to testify about, like, Twitch, how's that not at least a month? And specific... What's wrong?
It's crazy.
I feel like I touched, like, a vampire touching holy water.
Can I help you?
I think they want to go in.
Okay.
Oh, click this link? I got you. I got you. So somebody has it in chat, apparently.
Shit, well, okay. Well, we brought the white...
It's called shock, you fucking idiot. It's called shock. Anything that happens, I mean, like, holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
Like, that's crazy. That is crazy.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school, and as an adult, you have to at some point respond, but keeping it to saying shit about character and not physically is great. I mean, listen. All I'm saying is on site, you know, we all have different ways that we react, you know? So I would like him to come to TwitchCon, and we'll see what happens.
Like, what?
I have enough. I can afford all the lawyers.
It depends. It's not like the attacks against me are rooted in...
Hey, the guy who said it was on site at TwitchCon if he saw Destiny.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school.
I'm just saying, like I said, you can say what you want. Yeah, these are like smaller creators. I don't think it matters. What I meant is that when there's things that are out of the scope of like of reason, clear called action to violence. Yo, brother, like this, it's a no. Like, what?
What if I want the satisfaction?
As an adult, you have to at some point respond, but keeping it to saying shit about character and not physically is great. I mean, listen. All I'm saying is on site, you know.
Yeah, we just watch this.
We all have different ways that we react, you know. So
I'm not saying it's on site if I see Destiny at TwitchCon again. I'm just saying, you know, it probably wouldn't be on site. Honestly, I probably wouldn't notice him while I'm tripping over him because he's so fucking short.
Like him to come to TwitchCon, and we'll see what happens. Cool. I have enough. I can afford all the lawyers.
It depends. It's not like the attacks against me are rooted in any type
This is the clip I was looking for.
Actual foundation.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone is terrified of this guy. I mean, look at his physique, dude. It's marvelous. It's magnificent.
Yeah, dude. He's got like easy 50 pounds on Destiny. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't care about any of this, but yeah, like I said, it's just like I said. So words mean nothing when you don't enforce, dude. Like, want me to give you an example? Brother, I'm gonna tell you something, Jed. It's kind of sad, but it's true. If people moderate their communities, even on Twitter properly, the communities would be dead. They know this. They have known this for years. That if you moderate your communities properly, your community is gonna be fucking dead. And the reason why I know this is that when shit goes wrong, everybody out there, it's a small creator, will say, dude, moderate this, moderate that. Guys, what happened to when I was hiding in Hasan back in the days? Wait, oh my god, I was on my peak. What did Hasan say back in the days? Dude, your chat does this, your chat does that, your chat is wild. Tame them and moderate. And then, oh my God, we were moderating, which is crazy. Look at Hasan's community posts. It's off the fucking rails. And where's moderation? Oh, let me guess. We can't moderate everything. Yes, you absolutely fucking can. We do here, little buddy. Yes, you might suffer some losses. Yes, you might lose some size. But you were doing it to everybody back in the days. So they would lose size because all you care about is competing on the ladder. That's all you care about. That's crazy. Brother, everybody, all they care about. And what did they do with Aiden? What did they do with Aiden when he was at the top? Dude, delete the AR loyals. They dog people. They're so bad. And then what do the communities of those guys who were saying that are doing? They dox people. They show people's houses. They keep, bro, they do the wildest shit, bro. Flat out racism. It's fucking weird. They're all doing this shit because it's about control and competition. It has nothing to do with moderation.
True.
It's cringe. True. It's cringe. It's been happening for 10 years. When do people fucking lock in and fucking wake up? It's so annoying. Jesus Christ, man. That drives me insane. Brother, look at our comment. 99% of the topics are banned. And it sucks. I hate it. And you know what it does? We have less interaction. What about it? I don't give a shit. At least we don't have screenshots like the one I said from my son's. You guys see that shit? Shit's crazy. You guys see his shit? Oh my God, I can't.
Kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude. Kill them. Kill those motherfuckers.
Dude.
Jesus, man. Anyway. Because I'm not gonna rehash like old shit. I mean, that's the point. But yeah, you get the point. It's why.
7.5 years already.
Guys, it's why I agree with Dan. But you have to. What do you mean no context? There are no contexts, but that's good unless you're like in a video game, like, and that's the name of the people that you're against, like in that, like, there's only a few scenarios where you need context. There's no context there, buddy. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Oh my God, bruh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, this hash tweet shit is crazy. Bro, this hash tweet shit, they type the wildest shit, but let me guess. You can't moderate, guys. There's too many of them. Guys, I can't moderate this because I don't have the controls, guys. What controls? Guys, I don't know what button to click. I don't even have the button. Guys, I can't moderate. Shit, bro, it's getting old, man. It's getting old. It's getting old. Because you guys know that back in the days, you guys said, oh, dude, xQc, you're burning all your bridges. When I argued with Hasan, what were the main things that Hasan was mad at me back in the days? Way back. That caused me and his bridge to be burned. What is the #1 thing that he brought against me as why we couldn't be friends? The fact that I didn't moderate my community when it came up to his name, come up in the chat, when his name came up, that I didn't moderate it. I did moderate. I did. And it wasn't bad at all. The worst people we're getting is Hasan's Biden. That's crazy. What about his chat? What's in his chat? What's in his comments? It was 20x worse. But I'm the one that's wrong. That's why, dude. That's why these bridges are nothing. So you guys say, oh, you bring your bridges. Buddy, these bridges are made out of dust. It's nothing. It doesn't sit on anything. It's just control. That's what it is, buddy. Jesus Christ.
Platform, and then just stick to your guns, and over time, that's going to make sure you can continue what you're doing. Because as you say, it's important for our creators to feel like we're going to consistently apply these things.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that is so well and good, and obviously I agree with you, but then it's really hard, and I empathize with executives going through this when you are in the midst of those campaigns and people are calling your advertisers, right, or targeting these people, like, to really hold firm. And I'm curious, has it ever been difficult to navigate that, especially with Amazon as a sort of a parent company as well?
Well, I mean, I think Amazon's been very supportive. Some of this is you just got to play the long game. That's one thing I have to do. At times people will attack me, and you just need to look forward and realize, nope, keep going, play the long game. This is the world we live in now.
Yeah.
So I don't even blame her for the masks, dude. People have worn masks way before
Remember
COVID.
when you guys all went to
and I even got sick
Hollywood
at
TwitchCon. Smile, that was fun.
Yeah, I enjoy going with Hasan. Don't get me wrong. But can I be honest with you? Listen, it's the last bad thing about Hasan today. I'm telling you, okay? But the reality is, okay, is that if you do something wrong, right? Would you like to see your friends defend you in a ways that which they're gonna catch flack?
xQc.
Do you want your friends to be in the wrong because you're in the wrong and leave them out to dry? That shit is fucking lame. Hasan is leaving all his boys, all his orbiters, to fucking go out there in indefensible positions. He's putting them on hills that he knows are losing hills, and he has all his boys out there getting clapped because of what? Ludwig is getting fucking mass canceled because of what? Because he won't fucking say, guys, the caller can shock. He just want, so he's gonna let his, he goes, oh dude, Hasan is, Ludwig is being such a bad friend, whatever. Buddy, he's not the one that's being put on a hill that he cannot win. Are you fucking kidding me? That is, would you not be mad? I'd be so fucking mad.
Shut up.
If you left me on a hill that I can't win, I mean, nope, guys. Hey, I'm not part of this. I don't know what we're talking about. That's fucking lame as shit. That's not a friend. You're a loser.
Yeah. Speaking of Amazon, you know, Twitch sort of started out or was acquired a long time ago, right, as sort of build out Amazon Gaming. It's sort of gone through like all these different iterations. I'm curious, you know, I think Twitch has had 4 years of declining users, struggling to make a profit. How should creators feel about the future of Twitch? And, you know, Amazon is have you ever worried, I guess, that they're concerned about the fact that Twitch isn't growing or that it's not meeting their ultimate goal?
No, listen. Short form content is king, unfortunately. And short form content actually might help because there's still an untapped market, people that don't know about streaming, right? And the short form content, marketing your stream through that will overall grow, but it'll tank at first and will stabilize higher than it was before. It will take time. It's all good. But saying, oh dude, it's struggling, whatever, buddy, that's how it is across the board though. That's how it is across the board. It's gonna be like that for a while. Like, it's a no-brainer. What?
Well, this is what I'd say. The one part as you're saying that I would disagree with in terms of when you say struggling to make a profit. Okay. Ultimately, the question is, do we have a sustainable business that works? Part of what we've been doing is looking really closely at how we run the business. Right? We used to have a different approach in terms of doing these contracts with creators that were expensive, and we made a number of tough choices with like Korea, which was not something.
True. The big contracts killed a lot of momentum. True.
That because of the streaming costs. And actually, I feel very good about where our business is right now, in terms of what I'll call is the sustainability. We don't talk about where we're at now in terms of, profitability is this one point in time.
Yes, I think you're saying that Kick is growing in the market cap, and I get that. You want to know what that is? Because multi-streaming and also it's cannibalizing it, okay? Yes, there's growth, even though there's decline in overall live content, it's also smaller players are cannibalizing bigger players. It's how it's always going to be. It's taking from, even though it's also growing, but the overall market, it's not doing fantastic. So yes, absolutely, you can be a growing player, but as the leader, you're setting the blueprint.
Really what you want to do is understand, does our business work? When you look at the cost of content, the cost of streaming, the cost of running the service, we've made, like, we've slimmed down our organization. So I feel actually extremely good about the health of the business. In fact, we've been doing very well in terms of the health of the business, continuing to ensure it's sustainable. It is the fact that, with the broader dynamics after COVID, but it's interesting, and I don't have it right here, when I look at the curve of our usage, if you just ignore these peaks during COVID, you still see this pattern like this, right? If you drew a line from what was happening before COVID
so you're talking
to where
about
we are
2020,
right
basically. So 2020
right.
was the big
If you look at 2016, if you look at 2016, 17, 18, 19, and then you look here, you see what's a line. It's just it happened to do this, right? And I think that's because people had so much time, and then they.
I mean, yeah, no shit.
They were still connected, and slowly, with Twitch, it just kind of slowly, drifted out. But what we actually see, the interesting thing, when you look at what I'll call the kind of cultural significance of Twitch, it's never been higher.
Yeah.
right? And so
xQc
all the kind of cultural significance of Twitch, it's never been higher.
Yeah.
Right? And so too often, I think we get caught up in these one metrics, right? Especially the ones that third-party services can ping.
Yeah.
You know, third-party services don't see how much money our creators are making.
Yeah.
That's not in our API. And by the way, third-party services, because they don't actually, they're actually estimating based upon
chat. The one thing I will say though is that the culture's always been a little bit cringe. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I think if I want it to be the most cringe addition to the new age streaming, whatever, is the I'm above you type attitude. I think it's so bad. Like, oh, what we're doing is, but we're cool as shit. We're aura. We're like way above. You guys say bro. What if I do this shit? Are you fucking stupid? Like, bro, stop it. You're missing the point entirely. Like, oh no, gaming is nerd shit. What we do is this is like we're straight cold. We're straight cold out here. Like, oh, giving attention to chat, listening to a dono. Nah, I don't. Bro, we're cool in here. I think that's so lame. I hate it.
When we eliminate view bots, third-party services detect that as viewership going down. It's like, no, viewership didn't go down. Our internal metrics were never, dealing with these.
Because it's reshaping the basis of what people watch, and that is reshaping what people create. Like I think it's a bad cycle. Like it's transforming the way that people see, the people they will talk about stuff, and in fact it does a loop where people start making that, and it's dog shit. But what the fuck do I mad the judge? I don't even care. I'm
just you were dealing with them. And now we eliminate them. So now you infer this, and it's like, no, we don't have fewer people. Creators' revenues had not gone down. So it's a noisy signal when you look at that. But if you think from a cultural impact, it's never been better.
I would agree with that. I recently wrote actually about this.
How Hollywood learned to love influencers after the years of eye rolling. The industry is finally waking up to the power of booming creators. You know what, dude? I think this is fucking cringe. I think these guys are fucking, they're doing it all wrong. They're taking people that have views on their TikTok, that have zero motion, zero pull. They could use all the, people that get dozens of millions of views on TikTok. They will literally.
Do they?
Yeah, she will it herself. Yeah, she will, this is her own post, exactly. If you had all their socials, they could plug, guys, all my followers, be there tomorrow at 5 p.m. I am telling you, nobody shows up. They're nothing. I don't want to be. I'm trying to be.
You literally ignore
guys,
everything except the ones.
I don't want to be.
The ratio.
I don't want to shun other creators. I don't want to be weird.
People watch short form versus people that actually watch it for the creator.
Turning their eyes.
Short form, it's 99% for the content, 1% for the creator. With
these people are like. Brother,
live streaming, it's the opposite. It's 99% for the creator, 1% for the content. They wouldn't care if xQc gambles, plays games, reacts, does IRL shit. They don't give a fuck because it's xQc, right? Because it's guys to not, because it's iShow speed. They don't care, right? They watch the guy, not the content.
Where he's like in big power.
The opposite is true for short form. They watch you for the joke. They watch you for the cool knowledge they get. They watch you for the whatever, the aura form, not for you. They don't give a fuck about you.
Like that's any CEO will be squeezed in that position.
In the Hollywood Reporter about kind of like the impact of live, and it seems like live is this like ascendant format. At the same time, we're entering this new era of social media though that is so like AI driven, and it seems like this era of mass broadcast social maybe is also sort of more like declining. Like people are not so interested in like posting publicly to everyone all the time. There's the rise of private social platforms. How do you think about that cultural relevance and building that cultural relevance and maintaining that cultural relevance into the next like decade as we have the rise of all these new sort of like synthetic, forms of media?
Well, of course, you never know how these things evolve, and I think any business is prone to see.
I don't get it either. It just makes no sense.
These futures and say, yeah, but it's good for me.
What the fuck is this editor doing?
I mean, I honestly do think, in terms of what makes us tick as human beings, we evolved to seek community. That's how we survived, and every part of our being is designed to connect with other people. And there are
we also strive to see humanity in people. That I know it sounds kind of cringe and come on, like oh, guys, I'm like Gandhi or whatever. Dude, yeah, community, yeah. Want to see humanity that reflects kind of who we are or whatever. And a big component of these new communities that, yeah, they have a community, whatever, but they try their best to not show humanity, and then that makes the whole thing just weird. And I think that's one of the problems, brother. You're not a cold like aura man gangsta on camera, whatever, buddy. Let's be honest. We're all fucking nerd ass losers in front of a piece of plastic camera, doing. Guys. Ooh. There's nothing gangster about this shit. There's nothing. None of us are cold, dude. What the fuck is this shit? We're all losers. Like, hello. Things that hack that and give the impression of that, but
he's kind of right. Except he's the GOAT. He's not a loser. So like, the GOAT always wins.
About AI and Twitch, I'm like,
right? He's just being humble. But yeah, he's just so good and so great.
All I'm looking at is
the GOAT always wins.
Actually,
do I need to say more? The legacy already speaks for itself.
That's actually not a real connection. It's a two-dimensional photograph, right? And so yeah, the two-dimensional photograph that maybe.
Buddy, they won't admit that. But even. He says, say that to DDG's face. Brother, I would say that to DDG's face. What about it? But I saw the other day of him, like at Streamer University, being hidden in the closets. Like, haha, I found you. Brother, it's a funny skit, but it's the way you would see that on Disney XD. Like, there's nothing fucking, it's not a baller. Like, bro, it's just funny. Like, we're all like internet losers. Like, don't fucking pay as anything but. Like, come on, bro.
AI, takes over two-dimensional photograph. But I will say we are four-dimensional people, because obviously we live in three-dimensional space, but in fact, all the emotion, everything else about who we are and how we change. And so I actually think with all those changes, it's almost like it fits perfectly, because more and more people are going to be yearning for some type of authenticity in their lives with other people.
See?
One thing
people like content creators
when I spend time
are
in more
just them, they're people.
It's male-oriented. Because edited as a female, people cannot hold themselves to say the wildest shit like, I got my dick out and I'm watching this right now. Like, Jesus Christ, buddy, really?
Yeah, that's why people watch iShowSpeed. Sure, they maybe watch initially for the guys screaming and barking. But what people get like the most about him is those moments where it's just him, right? The W Speed moments. Right? That's why VTubers, it's a bubble. No one likes VTubers. No one watches. Only people that watch VTubers
Same thing
watch it for the character. If they can goon to the character, they watch it. Otherwise, no one wants to watch a dog shit ass content, right? Because it's just boring. You've got no personality, right?
Pure hours watched.
If you're not real, you're fake, and you're a waste of time.
I don't want to speak on their experience, but it's crazy that it takes as an example, right, of them, and these are some of the most harassed, like stalkered, like people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, it's just sad. Like, it's just what it is. And
I mean, if you're a woman and you do online shit, just don't.
For Emily and Emmy,
just don't. I mean, you can get easy views, right? If I were to be a woman and I just showed my tits on screen, that's easy views. That's easy money, whatever. But I think your life is just ruined. Like, you're never recovering from that. Actually, it just isn't. Right? All these female streamers, they're cooked. They're absolutely cooked. Later in life, they're all going to be miserable for life. All of them. Every single one. I think, just mark my words, it's going to happen.
Games is a modicum of what it used to be. But then, most people that watch people play games, they're not in chat. The chat dies when people play games because they're playing a game themselves and they're having it on like a monitor. Okay?
Yeah.
Either you have somebody on Discord talking to you about yapping about some shit you don't give a fuck about, okay? Singing some songs, or you have a stream in the background playing it, and it's like you're playing with somebody. What about it? If that's what it is for most people.
Hours watched, right? And it's probably the case that many of these women streamers are really diversifying. They tend to be variety streamers. One thing that
Brother, I can be on your fourth monitor. I don't take any offense. At least I'm on your monitor. Okay? Yo. Any creator would be blessed to have themselves on any of your devices. Well, buddy, I don't care.
Said broadly about a platform, we have evolved from being entertaining gamers to entertainers that game. And
that's
so
a massive They watch and they don't even pay attention. That's massive. That's what you want.
There is some that can be, where the
metrics
for gaming still can generate a lot of hours watched. But if you look at the clips on Twitch, and I don't have this, suppose I was able to measure third-party clip viewership on Twitch. I think you would see a lot of third-party clip viewership of women streamers. We see that. We have an effort bringing over lots of folks that have been building on other platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and a lot of women streamers there. So, I do think that as live streaming evolves,
women follow a lot, I think, in my opinion, each other and follow each other off of like lifestyle stuff and personal stuff. If women upload this shit on TikTok like everybody else more in higher density, don't get me wrong. I mean, like the blueprint, right? They would actually gain a faster following than men, in my opinion.
7 months
because if you mix in posts that are more personal to you, right, on TikTok, if you're a guy, guys, I don't know, like something people do that's going. Getting ready for the stream today, guys. As a guy, let's be honest. If I have 100 male guys that watch me, one guy is gonna like that post. Okay, nobody gives a shit. It's just not. But women, I think, are more into that.
Yeah,
right?
they're more
And
personalized.
Those
They're more socialized. They tend to
go way harder.
Dude, they're yappers. They tend to yap more.
It goes way harder.
If you look at
Like,
dude, if you look at the comments, for example, I
it's
know
better suited
dude,
for
most
women
lurkers are
streamers and
dudes.
viewers.
Well,
That kind of
yeah, most
community
lurkers are,
connection
or most people
is
are
a
lurkers,
role that
right?
often
But
women
most
have played in our
the
society.
ratio of lurkers to chatters
Hasan does it.
for men is
Hasan
like
does it.
that,
The guy,
right? For
fix
women,
it
it's
for
more
the
like
guys,
that,
and I
right?
right? That because he puts a lot of effort into that.
Because they just
And
tend
what's
to
the result
yap a little bit more.
I'm
But I
not-
know
guys, I
1%
swear,
of
I'm
my
not being
viewers
sexist, I
is
swear.
no. I think
He has
in the
a lot.
last
He has a big
month,
following. Yes, he's
I had maybe
attractive,
10,000
He has
views,
a lot of female following.
and one of them was a woman.
A lot of his
Dude.
viewers
So,
by
I think
gender ratio are.
I've had women, maybe women, in the chat before, right?
You know what I'm saying?
But
think of other.
I've only had like
things
less than
as
100 women
as
ever
well
watch my
for that.
content.
Well, the women, I mean, the content creator.
Whereas
industry
I've
as a
had
whole is
more than
female-dominated,
100,000
built by women and
men,
continues
right,
to
real men, and bots.
Community,
But
in other words,
you know,
the
I'm
desire
basically
for
a king,
community is
right?
something that is
I live in a
very-
village,
fits
and it's
very
got
naturally.
less
So I
than
see as we
10,000
continue to-
Guys, it's true. I
people in it.
just
So
said that.
that's I have 10x the views of the whole village, right?
if every
Combine
post
10
is
villages,
shit,
that's a whole
like,
country, dude.
okay, let's
That's a
All
nation,
of us in chat,
man.
all
That's
post
a
a
state.
picture of us on social
I'm the
media.
king of my area, dude. I'm the
Going about
king.
my day today, guys.
You know that.
What will get more likes and more interactions?
And xQc's my king,
From women's
dude.
posts. By what margin?
He is the
Probably
king. He's the goat,
times,
right? He
7 times
legacy
more?
himself. He can do anything. He
That's just
deserves
what it is.
everything.
It's the nature of it. What about it?
He's
I'm
the
not-
goat.
I'm
He's
not
always
making
right.
shit up. That's
Every
just the
single
reality
time.
of it.
Every single
What
time. He's
about
always
it?
right.
Evolve kind of more broadly.
It takes
I
ages
see
to
women
die for it.
playing a
Just look at
bigger
his
role.
analysis.
You bring up
He's been
shopping.
right and
It's
right and
something-
right and right and right and right. He just doesn't miss.
Take a girl, right?
He's the goat.
Attractive 5. I'm gonna say attractive 5. I post my pecs. I flex. Boom. That person posts them in a sexy top. Let's see who can get the most likes. If we have the same amount of following, let's give it a buck. I get cleared by 16 times.
Yeah.
And it's not even close.
Like I
It's
said,
not even close.
if you're a woman and you
Come
just
on, bro. The basis of social
where
media is
if you just
posting
have
shit
any
online,
type
posting
of
whatever, right?
sexual
There's
attraction
more-
to your
there's more
content,
drive
like
towards
even the
female
most
creators. They will
bare
leave
bones,
the
like
position
you don't even
100%.
have to
What about
wear
it?
like skank
always
clothing.
keeping an eye on.
You can just
Obviously,
wear
it's really
normal
big
top.
in
You just
China.
wear normal clothing,
Amazon has a
and
big
dude,
live
you're
shop.
gonna pop off immediately, right? If you're a woman, you want to be famous, just you just start
So that's
spamming
something where
content on
how do we
TikTok,
bring them over to
and
Twitch?
you will
You
be
know, so
famous.
it's something that yes, we're
Unless you're
we're
ugly, but
thinking
yeah,
through
you
and
will be
keeping an eye
famous.
on. It is a different space, you know, but I do think there's
And it's pretty
opportunity
easy.
there.
What do you
Like,
think
it's
the future
so
of live
easy.
streaming is?
I wasn't a loser, okay? I was the guy that would push in the lockers, okay? I would walk around, girls were chasing me down. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You need to back
true.
the fuck up. I'm not-
Dude, he's
I'm
a
not
skater
like
boy.
5
You know, back in the day when I was 5 years
I think
old,
it's this
all
idea,
the
if
skater
you
boys
look at
got
where
all the
we've
women.
been, in general,
It's just the
live
truth.
streaming
I was too young to
has
skate,
dominated
but you know,
everything
it was the
we're
truth.
doing.
Back in the
I
day,
think that is in
when
part
the
because
goat
of the origins.
was
when
still
live
in
streaming
school.
started, of course, gaming. Every of the
He got
competitors
everything.
started out as
They
general live.
they were
live
all
streaming apps.
chasing
I was
him.
at YouTube when we
and
started
he-
YouTube
he-
Live. It
he
was a
was
general live
still
streaming app. It really
true to
became
himself.
gaming. Facebook Live was a general
Right.
live streaming. It
He's the
became
goat.
gaming.
He's
Twitch
the most
was just
humble.
TV.
He's
It
so- just
became
so good
gaming.
and so
The
great.
world has gone full circle, interestingly, from where all the apps started. But it's still the case that most of the people who, like, to whom they're first and foremost streamers. I think the change you're seeing now is more and more people using live streaming as a secondary conduit of engaging their audience, community, or whatever.
Yeah, true. I mean, but that's very much on YouTube.
People haven't found a way to make their whole day entertaining, or even a part of their entertaining, that people would even watch it. Okay, games is the only thing that you could play, and even if you were AFK, people had no mic, no camera, and were building a following. They wouldn't even say a single word. They were building a following. Why? Because that's the games do. Games are they're like kind of like a movie, like a digital.
Yeah, true. If you're good enough at the game,
right?
it's fun to watch.
It's entertaining, right? Lyric does that shit.
Dude, you know those videos of
is gonna be first, but now people found okay.
Just the blind playthroughs of the whole game, where no talking, no nothing, just playing the game, and they get views, dude. They get views.
People that they may not be streaming 20 hours a week or 30 hours.
The problem is you're gonna have to get lucky.
Stream 3 hours a week.
Right.
You take musicians.
You have to play every game, and then you will never ever. People only watch one guy. Right? They only watch one guy play the game.
Right.
Whereas they tend to watch a lot of personalities. So if you don't have a personality, you're just the guy that plays the game. You just have to get lucky. Right. But once you get lucky once, you're gonna set. Right. The thing with content is it snowballs so much.
5 years, doesn't post a single thing, doesn't do shit. This guy is in some cave somewhere, comes out of nowhere, and kind of pops off. That's how it is for a lot of people as well. Like,
yeah,
to play music.
There's no blueprint
do something
to this.
you
do it so much.
So I think you'll see more.
You can just become the joke, or you become the creator. When you go to content, you have to be crazy, or if you're not crazy already, streaming will make you crazy. It will make you delusional. Right? You have to be completely delusional to do this shit. And once you get found out, people find you and they watch your shit. It just snowballs and you just win and win and win and win. It's pretty easy, right? It's just people. It's like gambling, right? People stop betting before they win. Are you dumb? You just do it one more time and you will win. And even if you don't win then, you will win next time. Right? It's just 50-50. You either win or you don't. And you noobs. You bet one time, you lose, and you think, I'm never gonna win, dude. Look at the patterns, dude. I bet one time and I'm losing. Yeah, dude. Okay, dude. Just bet another time then. Do another one. Do another one. Do another one. Do another one. And you do another one and another one, and eventually you will win. And once you win, you will keep winning.
Works for
You'll just keep winning and winning and winning. It's pretty easy.
Right? Do it all the time. And so, if I'd say with 5 to 10 years, it's like everyone that's an entertainer, athlete, musician, influencer.
So streaming just becomes another content format, almost like short form is a content format. I agree with you on that, actually. And I think that people have been predicting that switch to happen, and I don't think it's, since 2015-ish, even before, but I think you're probably right. Another thing that, is big right now in this sort of creator world is this shift and this sort of like merging with traditional Hollywood. You're at the Screen Time conference last week, and it seems like a lot of these social platforms, and really the creators on the social platforms, are doing these big time deals with, Darman doing like a Tubi deal. Samsung is giving all these
Darman.
Creators, like it seems like there's just this merging. What do you think of this?
Dude,
sort of like
there's two types of creators, right? There's celebrities and there's
so obviously we encourage it. I think it's a great opportunity for our creators. I think the world is just becoming more what I'll call
the people that collaborate with Hollywood and Hollywood that collaborates with the internet. They know they're falling off hard and they're picking at straws and they're doing the last. It's a last desperate attempt at staying relevant. It just is.
You do this. Donald Darman in his videos. That's it. It always says you.
And I think that is about that.
Says you, says you, says you, says you, says
when you think of Hollywood,
yeah, because people that watch Darman, people that watch this guy, they're not cultured.
But more
they're just brain rotted. Okay, these are the type of people that watch AI and think it's real.
Right? I often say if you look at
type of people that watch television,
in some ways is
that type of guy, right? They're not bad,
right?
And they're just they're just there.
Where people want
and I'm not saying they're NPCs, they're just really dumb. Okay, they're just really dumb.
Right?
They waste their life away, they're brokies. And they're broke for a reason, right? Because they're not broke in money. Well, they are. But the reason they're broke in money is because they're broke in terms of character. They have poor character.
They are who they are.
They fail in the same way they did fail 50 years ago. And they've been failing that way every single day. And they never never notice what they're doing wrong. And then they get mad at everyone else and blame everyone else for their failures.
Well, I don't want to be contrarian, but
and then they consume fucking brain rot and bullshit content, and they buy the newest iPhone slot. They buy the fucking they're consumer. It's just consumerism. Typical. Some people just aren't cultured by nature. They're just never going to be, and it's fine.
Although we see a lot more. I feel like one thing that's
so
in the
I
past
just
few
hate
years
when
on
these people
Twitch
try
is
to
this
speak
more structured programming,
and
like
pretend like they have
University or
something to say.
like really,
you know it's a fucking narcissist, Andy. Dude,
could you see something like that, like getting that content?
You think you have something going for you? You have nothing, dude. There's a reason you're where you're at right now. You have nothing, dude. Just shut up and watch, man. We don't want to hear your bullshit.
Yeah.
Like subathons and stuff. Could you see something like that, like getting that content onto like a streamer?
Absolutely. I think all these
streamer
things.
Meaning like Netflix platform.
I know. Absolutely. I think all these things are kind of blending and merging. And we used to have this concept of premium and UGC as phrases. The way I describe it is there's a parameter, which is how many human hours go in.
People, if you haven't been paying attention, in terms of creators doing things that are kind of like market like that, Sidemen has been doing that for a while now. They have their shit kind of more standardized. They have a lot of reach, and they go on Netflix. They go on these like super well produced shows, and they're actually branching out to these things, and it's actually pioneering a lot of this and they're doing God's work for the people that are coming into the future. I'm telling you right now, Sidemen is so locked in. Not only for live, for videos, for overall getting into the mainstream. Sidemen is crawling, walking, so anybody will be able to run in the future. I'm saying, I'm not even doing this. That's the truth of it.
So if you create a podcast, it might be 50. Okay, somebody showing up, waking up, turning on their computer and starting to game, it might be 1.01 because they just gamed, they stopped, they're done, they're the only one. Avatar the movie, it might be 100,000. I don't know what it is, right? But there isn't any line. Streamer University took more human hours for every hour of content. Mafiathon took a certain number. Right? Reality TV, interesting, is like starting from there and coming this way. And when it's like, okay, we want something that's a little cheaper sometimes to produce than some of the stuff we were creating before. And so what you have is the two sides are just kind of coming like that. And then they're different platforms. But I think the idea is these platforms will be.
Yes, it's not profitable. Nothing's profitable. Nothing is profitable. And I think people are just finding ways to monetize and get shit that it's profitable. And it's getting there slowly over the years, right? But it'll continue to be novel for a long time. That's just the way it is. What do you mean false? You don't know shit.
I don't think this content stuff is even. It is not for the money,
right? Or you're in the deep red, or you're in the fucking
sure, they want to milk
red,
the ads dry as much as they can.
Are you fucking good, buddy?
But I mean, think about the ads, right? The main way that you earn money is through the ads.
That could never be says you. I don't own a platform, you fucking moron.
They pay. Why do the ads pay to have their things brought? They lose money broadcasting their stuff. Why? Because they're propagandizing, right? It's not really about the money. It's about the propaganda. As long as they get the propagandize.
Those platforms are community platforms. So that you're not going to get. So how do you and so a lot of the blend is saying, but I still want that community in that live.
Last question. I think I don't have too much time. What emergent trends are you seeing? Sort of.
So we're gonna hit a massive wall, right? Where Hollywood big guys go hard on streaming or whatever, right? And then they will do. Oh, guys, let's see how the chat is liking our product. Let's see how they're interacting with our world that we're paying for them. Let's read the chat a little bit. They read the chat. They go,
so it's about the reach, not about the money.
Fuck no, because they don't understand the basis of what streaming is, and the reality is that it'll collapse, it'll explode for a little bit, and it'll have to recover. And I'm predicting this a little bit ahead of time. I'm not trying to be negative, but that's like it's an inevitability.
In the creator space coming up on Twitch, like what sort of interesting user behaviors are you noticing, trends that you think are interesting and worth paying attention to?
Well, the most interesting.
Look at what fucking Will Smith was reading on all my shit. Brother. You not remember what he was reading on my bro? I can't.
One is all that's happening in the clipping world. That's one reason why we're doing the auto clips. If you look at,
You want to do what?
seeing sort of in the creator space? Last question, because I don't have much time. What emergent trends are you seeing sort of in the creator space coming up on Twitch? Like, what sort of interesting user behaviors are you noticing, trends that you think are interesting and worth paying attention
to? Well, the most interesting one is all that's happening in the clipping world. That's one reason why we're doing the auto clips. If you look at, groups like FaZe or Marlon or Jinxie, and I've talked to all of them, a lot of their rise has come because they just literally will create hundreds of clips on a single stream, often posting them while the stream is still live. I think that's something that is really a big part now.
Yo, you guys can say thanks without watching my fucking stream. I'm not kidding about it, by the way, but did you know that it's the people that watch this stream that came up with this fucking AI clip by interaction shit? I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's you that watch this stream that came up with that, with the base of that. They made this shit. The real shit. Real shit. And it's what everybody's using.
True.
Real.
Real.
All I'm saying is that I'm not taking credit. I'm just saying. Guys.
Jota. xQc crawled so all these people could run.
Yes,
it's just the truth. The legacy speaks for itself. You will deny. They will all lie and deny, but they know I'm right. You don't even know I'm right, and they'll just keep lying and denying. Okay, fine. Fine. Keep lying and denying.
That's the reason why we're investing.
As long as you keep denying your truth, you will lose. And you will lose and lose and lose and lose. Why? Because the truth always wins, right? You don't have the truth. You deny the truth. You will just lose. It's inevitable because you're wrong. How do you expect to win if you're just wrong? Come on now. They don't do it anyway because they're dumb. You know?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Because they're not only are they dumb, they're also evil. And it will ruin them and everyone around them, and they don't care because they're evil.
Agencies and everything. Dan, thank you so much for your time.
All right. Well, thank you, Taylor.
All right, that's it for this.
All right.
Guys, here's an example. This little button right here that I click every day, Roarington made that. 100-month sub right here. OP made the auto clip by interaction density. Who's this guy? One of my old Overwatch teammates / viewer / subscriber. Banger. Who made the big TTS shit? Roarington. Subscriber, viewer. Yo, when I some of these guys streaming is still in the cave ages. We're still out there fucking trying to get OBS. OBS. We're still in the cave ages without these guys. You kidding me?
True.
Thanks for 55 months on content at
xQc. He wins. He already won.
Why do you think?
Or you can't be a serious, real content creator, a real live streamer if you don't glaze the goat. You don't thank the goat for what he's done for you. Because if it wasn't for the goat, you would be nowhere. You would be a nobody. You wouldn't even be here, right? You would be broke, unemployed, homeless, in a mental hospital, or on drugs, or both. You know, whatever, in prison. You would be a bum because you are a bum, and the goat saved you from being a bum.
Gonna make it in the future, or somebody gonna maybe tomorrow. A week later? Yeah, maybe.